It's kind of weird, man. You know, we went from the pandemic that's still currently happening to this massive racial quest for equality, which is long overdue. I believe that the racial equality is the domino that's going to topple this entire system. But it's been a weird time to create art because I feel like, you know, this massive movement is happening. So I'm doing my best to be a part of that and also create, because we have to keep light within the dark. If we can be easily enveloped by how shitty everything is.
Beyond! Bizarro will go on! Waves! Beyond! Bizarro will go!
Trying to do my best to balance creating content that brings joy to people and also creating content and awareness and through activism and education and acknowledgement of the situation and support of the movement, because right now people are confused and we have to cut through that and we have to get through it somehow. We took like a couple weeks off of posting any kind of our art and solely posting things related to the Black Lives Matter movement.
After taking that long break, we had an obligation actually to do the cybernetic circus, Disaster Arena's cybernetic circus, and we made the Wang Dingle Dingles.
I made this song a while back, Wang Dingle Dingles, and I just thought it's just so, the song itself is like funny, but then I was like, man, it's kind of like poppy and upbeat, and I'm like, what would it be like if there was just this horrible, kind of sexual, gory, nightmarish Cronenberg nightmare? I guess is how I would describe it. So we set out to make that.
Wing Dingle Dingles is probably the most bizarre video we've ever put together, which is saying a lot. I don't even know how to describe it.
The idea kind of developed slowly, quickly, like most ideas. I had an idea of the overarching, all right, I wanted to be gory, sexy, weird, and disturbing, which is, I think, something that Randy and I do really well. I don't remember where it came along, but I was like, all right, this guy, this weird creature dude is watching some VHS porn or fetish video. I don't even know what you'd call it. I just make it so bizarre and so inhuman, but also including elements of human sexuality, because I find sexuality and fetishes are so strange and we're so confused and tangled up by our own weird kinks and shit that we never really play around with that or unpack that or face that as a society. It's all very much shadow stuff. So I wanted to bring that into the light and have fun with it. Why do people think high heels and stepping on things in high heels are sexy? I don't know, but it's there is kind of you watch the video and it's kind of arousing, but also disturbing. And it makes you ask yourself, why do I feel this way?
I know people like it. They're at least, it makes people feel certain ways. I don't know how they feel about it.
For my character, I wanted to sculpt these weird butthole lips. And for these little appliances, I hate wearing makeup, so I decided to make a latex cowl that pulls over kind of like a mask. And I just used I cast up some silicone Wang Dingles, and I used latex and cotton to build up this strange face thing. And I actually had some leftover foam latex intestines that I cut up and made these wiggly blah, blah, blah things. Lots of wiggles and Wang Dangles for the video. We put it all together and I was so scary. This creature thing is it's really nightmarish. So for Randy's character, I just repurposed the sloth cowl, added some Wang Dangles to it, and then I sculpted a completely new face piece with the butthole lips and just boiled, gross, just really disturbing things. It's so funny, when I put Randy in anything, there's always this she can make anything attractive. It's whether it's Augie or this nightmare creature, it's something about Randy shines through and brings such this strange, uncomfortable attraction to these characters. And I just love it. It's so great.
When I first saw myself in the makeup, I don't know, know. I always see myself in so many different crazy things. I thought I really love the how the movement of the dangles or the wing. Is that the wing?
I look exactly the way I feel. Fucking fabulous.
Waggle your dangles.
Wanna waggle them dangles for you, baby.
It's like this like weird fucked up Teletubby, dude.
My wangs were dangling. I really like the movement of that. You know, it was a really good repurposing of Sluthet's cowl. I kind of just want to wear the cowl out and just, you know, dangle my dingle for people.
I was like, what's she gonna be playing? Like, originally I just thought like meat or something, but then I got the idea I'm gonna make these water balloons filled with blood, and I'll stipple them in latex and just create these weird like sort of testicle looking organs. And then we're just using ultra slime and making them slimy and gross. And then it came time to like start popping them, and we'd use this guar gum stuff, so it like made this gelatinous slippery blood.
Ooh, those slippery little war gum blood balloons that look like testicles. It was really fun having my way with those things. Those dangles. Are they the dangles? Or the wangs? They're the wangs. They're the dangles. Yeah, I had fun mangling them, that's for sure. They're very slippery, very dangerous. Getting all that slippery blood on my hands and then trying to hold the knife, it was not like staying in my hand, and I'm like, am I gonna chop my tit off?
I think I need to wipe my hand. It won't even stay.
Oh jeez.
Lots of fun, because it was scary. There was a danger element of danger.
Gel lighting and fog, man, that just speaks straight to the 80s kid in me. So everything I do, I want there to be fog and 80s gels. It's always the fog machine that holds up the shoes.
Yeah, it's always at the fog machine.
Come on, so persnickety.
So very persnickety. You're scary. You're scary. Again, but with more feelings. I'm just kidding.
I don't give a shit if it's appropriate or not. It's like, let's put it in there. Everything. Everything I do. So, man, I was just really stoked. We put on some fake white noise on the TV and like very like Cronenberg Videodrome-esque. And just using the VHS tape, it's like, I just really like that. It just harkens back to such a magical nightmare time for me when I was younger. Something about VHS and older technology is just, you know.
It was good to come back and inspire people in weird ways, the weird art. It's important for us to continue to inspire others to be different.
We've been following our spiritual path and just the guidance from like Randy channels from spirit, the universe, the infinite, whatever you want to call it, deity. But they're not leading us astray, man. Like, I've been getting my life together. Things are starting to work out for me in like magical ways, and just me as a person, I have never felt more connected and more whole and more at peace with myself. And this is really important. People need to start finding this peace within themselves so that we can bring that peace inside of ourselves to the external world.
I've made a very important life decision. Are you drinking, like gulping coffee while I'm getting all fucking serious over here?
I'm sorry. I was going to get into the seriousness.
I hope you use that.
Start over.
So as the planet is going through a lot of healing changes, I have come to the realization that I have to do a lot of healing myself. I've been doing a lot of work with people throughout this, throughout the pandemic and the protests to help people with their energy, help them heal spiritually, help them connect with their ancestors on a very deep level. I'm very humbled for this. I'm very humbled that I'm able to help these people on such a very deep and profound level. I've pretty much made it that's my path now. I've made a commitment to spirit to help people. And there was one thing that I was overlooking, which is my own health. And spirit made it very clear to me that I needed to make some life changes. So basically, I was told that if I really want to continue working miracles for people, because that's what I've been doing. There are many miracles. I've been helping people in profound ways. I have to heal myself completely, and that part of that is removing my implants, my breast implants. I was planning on getting them removed and replaced, but Spirit made it clear that these are causing a lot of issues that I had been overlooking. When Spirit told me this, I cried for like 3 hours, or I don't know how long. I mean, I felt like I was in labor.
So, I mean, I have to be real with myself. I just feel like I just gave birth, like coming to terms with the fact that I had these sacks of poison in my body. I've had them in for a very long time. I knew I had to get them removed, and I was thinking I could just get them replaced with smaller ones, and just so I could like the way my body looks. But I had to come to terms with the fact that my body needs my body needs and deserves complete healing so that I can help heal others. I can't be the best me that I can be. Just gotta breathe. I can't be the best me that I can be if I'm carrying these sacks of poison in my body. I can blame, the doctor, because the last time I had my implants removed and replaced, the doctor put in way bigger implants than I just want these out of my body. There's a reason why they were just obnoxiously fucking big for I don't know how many years it's been now. And I've been in pain every day. And I just imagine myself not carrying this pain and being able to feel the pain of the world more clearly.
I felt like I was wow, what an asshole I've been holding on to these things and asking for healing for others. And the Spirit said, you're denying your own body of complete healing, and that's not right. So I'm ready to remove them. I'm a little afraid of how my body is going to look afterward, but I'm also really excited about how I'm going to feel. There are a lot of problems that I've been overlooking. I have these unexplainable rashes. I used to be very sharp, and I feel like for the longest time I've had this fog. I thought it had to do with drinking, but I've quit drinking for over a year. It's been almost 2 years since I've had alcohol, and the only thing that I can think of that's causing these, so much back pain. But I have a high tolerance for pain. There's so much going on with my body, and there was one thing that was really profound that Spirit told me, which was my life path is to help others heal. And if I'm ignoring my own pain, the pain's there, so I can't really feel the pain of the world and help people to my full capacity if I ignore the pains of my own body out of vanity, really.
So Rainey's decision to remove her implants, I think, is incredibly symbolic gesture, and you know, she's been carrying literally like this burden of vanity.
I'm not shit talking people who want implants. Like, I had them for a long time, like almost 20 years I had these things in my body. But I am saying that they've served their purpose, and I don't want them in me anymore. I want to know what it feels like to not have pain, to have more clarity.
And again, yeah, like Randy says, like, we're not talking shit on anybody that wants implants. She definitely enjoyed them, and she got lots of use from them, and they brought such a really fun character, like a fun element to the characters that she brought to life. But you know, at some point, like, your health is important, and I think that their implants are new, so a relatively new thing, so we don't even really know the long-term health effects. It's like, I think maybe in the future, society might hit a place where we're like, guys, that was a really bad idea to be putting foreign objects into people's bodies.
We'll see what happens. It sounds crazy, but Spirit was saying that I was like, whatever psychic powers I have right now, they're gonna be amplified, and I'm just gonna be more capable of helping other people to the fullest extent, and that's what I really want. I'm going to have the implants removed very soon. I've already chosen my doctor, Dr. Trott in Beverly Hills. I chose a female doctor. I feel like with the male doctors, every male doctor I've ever been to, they kind of were dismissive about my pains or my concerns. With my last set of implants, the ones that I currently have in my body, actually the doctor went much bigger than we discussed, and I didn't really realize it until later, and it just kind of sucks to have to live with that. All my experiences with other doctors felt very cold, so I feel really confident going with Dr. Trott because I feel like she's way more in tune with my body, not just because she's a female, but because I feel like she just cares. I could tell. I'm a good judge of character. The implants that I have in my body right now actually were recalled last year, I believe. They cause like a rare form of cancer, which was kind of scary to me, but I was thinking I was just gonna remove them and replace them with smaller implants. But I think that it's just time for me to have my own body back. The more I looked into my own symptoms, I started realizing that there is definitely a lot of similarities to other people who have breast implant illness. And I know that's like something that a lot of plastic surgeons kind of say is not a real thing, but breast implants haven't been around for very long. And there's just way too many people with these pains that go miraculously disappear after they have their surgeries. Also, like with my other implants that had ruptured, my doctor was saying that they didn't, like they were saying I was having all these pains too, and rashes and unexplainable things, and the doctor was saying it has nothing to do with the implants. But then when I had those implants removed, a lot of those symptoms went away. So I kind of don't really believe a lot of plastic surgeons that say that, you know, all these women are just faking it, or you know, or that it could be anything. And what I really believe is Spirit. I believe that Spirit is like everything, with everything that has been happening to me and the things that I've been witnessing myself. I don't think Spirit is steering me wrong, telling me that these are bags of poison in my body. I'm just really excited to have my own body back. Sounds like I said body bag. I'm excited to have my own body bag. Wee. I'm just really excited to know what it feels like to be able to breathe, to be able to have no back pain. And I've had implants for a very long time. It feels like probably most of my adult life I've had them in, so it's just going to be very liberating. Like I can actually do things without having these fake weird lumps in my body. I'm just excited. I'm excited for the new chapter in my life, and I want to document it because there's so many little things that I'm pretty sure that they're linked to this breast implant illness. And I mean, I was able to have these implants in my body for a very long time without feeling that they were bothering me that much. But then again, I also have a high tolerance for pain. Like, I can ignore pains. Like, I gotta be like literally almost dying to even go to the hospital. So I was gonna say, I'm not shit talking anyone who wants implants. If you want them, go ahead and get them, but just know that they aren't gonna, you wouldn't want them in your body forever. There's gonna be a time where you're gonna be like over it. You know, you're not gonna want to be in pain. You're gonna want more clarity, and like, I don't regret having them. I'm just happy that I have the clarity now to be able to remove them. Yeah. This isn't even gonna be a new chapter. It's gonna be like a whole new book. I'm gonna be like, I'm so powerful. I'll be able to crush you with my eyes.
The more work you put into bettering yourself and thinking about why you do things and becoming self-aware, the more your external circumstances begin to become self-aware. The more your external circumstances start to fall in place with what you actually want. But the problem is not a lot of people realize what we want. So you have to like dig deep and clear out the trauma, clear out the coding that you operate on that makes no sense. And once you realize how much you're operating on things that make no sense, then you actually become self-aware. You actually become free. Because we're slaves to these programs that we don't even understand. They're just like encoded in us and through trauma and shame. So once you start to break that, then you start to make decisions based on yourselves. And then you start to see, like magic, this is the alchemy, man. The more you iron out yourself, the more that your life irons itself out. Because you are your life. You are your story. The world's problems is made up of many individual problems. So before you can become part of the collective solution, you have to solve the individual problem of your own self.
Next episode, I'll have my new body. I will have these out of my body. I asked my doctor if I can keep the implants, so maybe I'll toss it into a fire or something. No, just kidding. I don't know. I'm just really excited. I'm excited to feel good. Is that all?
Yep.
One, babes, beyond. Bizarro will go on. Babes, beyond. Bizarro will go.